Hello, my name is Lana Zorjan and I'm a 15-year-old Serbian violinist. I come from a family of musicians, with my mother being a violin teacher. I have just always been really close to classical music and to violin in general. With her having classes at home or even at school, I would always love to listen to the violin, and I would just always be so impressed with its sound and with its abilities, what you can do with the violin. And with me being a baby, I just always wanted to do it. I just always wanted to do what her students did. And so at the age of not even 4, like 3.5, I started the violin, and I think that from that point to now, me being 15, I just think that I am meant to do this and that God put me on this earth to play. Besides from playing the violin, I love to do many other things. I love to cook, to dance, to do yoga, sing, but I think that a thing that is really interesting about me is that I actually love to compose. Recently, I started loving it even more than earlier. Maybe it's because I'm more mature, but I have a really precise, perfect pitch, so it just comes naturally to me. And I just love the idea of putting my emotions and my storyline and, in general, myself into a piece. I just think that it's quite impressive and it's kind of therapeutic to me. I found out about this academy actually quite a while ago. I mean, everybody knows about this academy, it's really famous and it's really prestigious. But maybe a year ago, I decided I would like to apply because it just seemed so perfect. And really coming here was maybe one of the best things I've ever done in my entire life. It's just so amazing how everybody works as a team, how it's so productive, but at the same time so relieving to actually have an entire team who are working on the same dream and just doing what they love with each other. I just think it's quite amazing. A person who I'm really inspired by is Maria Dueñas. She is a young violinist and composer. She actually won Menuhin violin competition 2 years ago. I just find her way of phrasing and also her charisma so unique and so phenomenal. A composer that I love, actually composers, I would say are Prokofiev, Brahms, Tchaikovsky and Wieniawski. I find their balance between musicality and technical parts and in general between the storyline in their pieces just so impressive and so phenomenal. So I love to play, for example, Wieniawski the most. I've played a lot of his pieces and it just suits me. His compositions suit me the best. My daily motivation, I would say, is that everything happens for a reason. Because I like to look at the path to success on a different perspective. For example, imagine you're climbing a mountain. It's not always going to be straight and it's not always going to be smooth. There's going to be some bumps, some lumps, some falls. But when you look from afar, the mountain is always going up and you're climbing up. So it's like practicing and going to a success, You will always have some tougher times, and we as violinists, we sometimes think like, oh my god, what's happening? Is it the end? But in general, as far as you're working hard and as far as you're like keeping on your dream, as far as you're loving what you do, I think that that's the most important thing and that, you will get to the top. So that's my inspiration.